Welcome to Zen with Gwen meditation sessions. This is one of my favorite techniques, so I hope you like it too. As always, please remember that this is not to be taken as medical advice. If you find yourself having unwanted or adverse reactions, I encourage you to reach out to a medical professional. So traditionally, yoga nidra is done lying on the back, rotation of consciousness through the body, feelings of opposites, visualizations, and then finishes with 108 rounds of breath. So that's the part of the practice we'll do today, 108 rounds of breath. I encourage you to choose a position that's comfortable enough to remain for the duration of the session, but still allows you to be alert and attentive. Personally, I like this practice because for the length of my breath, it works out to be about 10 minutes, so it fits nicely into my day. It's sometimes done with 54 rounds of breath instead, so I'll let you know at the halfway point if you wanted to keep this session a bit shorter. And you may be wondering why 108 breaths. So in yoga, 108 is a sacred number. And often if you buy a string of prayer beads or a mala necklace, it has 108 beads on it. Often the recommendation is to count the breaths in your mind. So something like 108 inhale, 108 exhale, 107 inhale, 107 exhale. You may also like to use words or affirmations to help you stay on track. So something like 108 calm, 108 centered, 107 calm, 107 centered. The idea is to use words and counting to keep your mind focused so you don't get distracted by whatever internal monologue you may be having. Lately, I've defaulted just to saying the word "and" between each number. For my pace and length of breath, it works out to be perfect, but if you find yourself breathing much more slowly than that, you may like to fill that extra time and space with more words or affirmations. I'll start counting with you and then give you several minutes on your own to continue. I'll let you know at the halfway point when we reach 54 rounds of breath. So let's get into a comfortable position and take a moment to check in with body, mind, breath, and spirit, noticing whatever's going on inside for you today. And you may like to set an intention for our time together. And let's take a moment to smile and remember that you've set aside this time for your own health and well-being. And we begin our practice counting 108 breaths. Inhaling 108 and exhaling. Inhaling 107 and exhaling. Inhaling 106 and exhaling. Inhaling 105 and exhaling. Inhaling 104 and exhaling. there's our halfway point with 54 rounds of breath. Releasing any tension, continuing to breathe deeply. As this session draws to a close, take a moment to check back in with body, mind, and spirit, noticing how you're feeling now. And bringing your mind back to your intention, taking a moment to thank yourself for being here and committing to your own health and well-being. If you're enjoying this practice, feel free to stay exactly as you are for as long as you like. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. From my light to yours, Namaste.